Hey everyone, it's Sarah Lang. I want to start off our pumpkin and planks group by giving you a synopsis of what the daily plank challenge will be like. So, as you know, that's one of the main components of this free group, and basically it's going to be a way to challenge yourself to improve the total amount of time that you can do a plank. We'll actually be doing them in 15-second intervals, but we'll change that's to start. We'll be increasing the time and doing 4 sets of the planks every day. So, for example, the first day will be 4 sets of a 15-second plank. So it'll be a total of 1 minute by the time you are done with it. The next day goes up to 20-second plank for 4 sets, then 25 for 4 sets, etc., all the way up into a 45-second plank for a total of 3 minutes. So this might not sound like a challenge to some of you. It might sound like a big challenge to some of you. Listen to your body and see how you are responding to the exercise and know whether you can push yourself to do a little bit more or if you need to just kind of do the bare minimum. Right now, I just want to go over the plank and show you the proper form and then the modifications that you can use. So I'm just going to turn the screen down a little bit so you can see my yoga mat. Okay, perfect. Okay, so for a plank, you are going to want to have your hands at the front of the mat. Don't let your head sink down. Don't be looking way up. Keep your head neutral with the rest of your spine. Start on hands and knees, and then lift up onto the toes. Now, if you start to shake, you know you're doing it right because it's a tough move. Another thing, don't sink between the shoulders. Stay strong up between the shoulders. Hips aren't way up here. Hips aren't way down here. You're keeping that spine neutral throughout. Another thing is you want to pull your belly button up and in. So don't let the belly sag. Then you'll see the low back sag. Keep that strong by tucking your tailbone under and pulling up in with your abdominals. So again, don't let the belly sink down, pull up and in. So that's pretty much your basic plank. You want to stay strong through the shoulders. You want to keep your head in line with the rest of your spine, not looking down, not looking up, just a couple inches in front of you. Keeping the core tight by pulling your belly button up and in and keeping the low back neutral as well. So not lifting the hips up in the air and not letting your belly sink down toward the floor. And then basically you're working a lot of your muscles. You're working the front of your legs, the back of your legs, your core, your shoulders. It's all working. So if that is too difficult, so say you can't hold that position for 15 seconds, there's a couple different things you can do. So one of them is to plank from your knees. So again, start hands and knees, bring the knees back a little bit, and then lower your hips until you're in that neutral position without sinking the back, so still staying strong through the core, strong through the shoulders, neutral through the head, just looking a few inches in front. And I'm still working here. My abdominals are working, my shoulders are working. So that is a modified plank on knees. Another way that you can modify the plank, say you have weak wrists or your wrists hurt in this type of position with the extension. There's 2 different things you could do. One is to roll up the end of your yoga mat. Okay? And then set your wrists here. You could also do a towel. It just gives your wrists a little more cushion, and instead of being flat and being at a 90-degree angle, you just have a little bit less of an angle there. So you can do the full plank with a little less stress on the wrists You could also go down to forearms. So a low plank. And hips come down. Okay. Hope that's helpful. Whichever plank you do, listen to your body, know whether you can challenge yourself or if you need to modify. And there's no shame in modifying, you're just going to be working just as hard. All right, thanks guys. Looking forward to seeing your pictures and your videos of your planks.